Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about how to measure things. Now, there's a bunch of different tools that we can use. We can use something like a syringe, a graduated cylinder, heck, even a protractor. But all of these tools use a certain skill that I need you to know. Specifically today, we are going to be measuring the length of this bar. Now, I could probably eyeball it. It looks like 6-ish inches or so. But first off, we have to use metric. Now, why do we have to use metric? Honestly, it just makes the math easier. That's the number one reason we use metric. The math is just way easier in metric. Now, if you want to, you can go to college for engineering and you can stick with things like inches and feet and yards and pounds, but I'm letting you know the math's gonna be harder. So we are gonna stick with centimeters. Now, if I'm gonna measure this, you'd think we'd use a ruler, right? Well, we are gonna use a ruler, but not this one, not yet. It says, because I wanna teach you the right way to use a ruler, and it's kind of difficult to see what I mean on this guy. So instead, I made you this super fancy custom job right here. Look at this, it's beautiful. This is a ruler that I made, and it literally just only has marks every 10 centimeters. So 0, 10, 20, and 30. And let's see how well we can measure this rod using this custom ruler. So when I line it up over here on the left, we see that the right-hand side doesn't hit on either of these lines. We know here is 10, and we know that here is 20, and it seems to be somewhere in between. Now, this is the most important thing I need you guys to know, is if you ever see something, or not if, whenever you are measuring something, it will not perfectly hit up with the line. You have to guess where it hits. So this is going to be somewhere in between 10 and 20. I'm gonna guess, because that's like 15, that kind of looks like, oh, I don't know, 17? Now that is a guess. I'm sure that it's bigger than 10, and I'm sure that it's smaller than 20, but I'm not entirely certain about that 7. Every measurement needs to have this. Every time you take a measurement, every time you see a measurement, one of the numbers in that measurement is a guess. I know, weird, right? You probably never would guess that. Well, haha, that's funny. So, let's try it again, but now we're gonna use our standard ruler. When we look here at this thing, we're gonna notice some similarities. One is it does seem to hit pretty close to 17, but if I look, let's see if I can get it to line up. If I get it to line up just properly, what I actually see is it's just below the line. I don't know how well you can see it, but the 17 line here, I'm gonna draw like a zoomed in picture. Here's the end of the bar. Well, here's the 17 line. It's just smaller than 17. In fact, if I look closely, it looks just in between the line for 16.9 and 17. So I need something that's just in between 16.9 and 17. What number could I pick? Well, when I was looking at the ruler, the best idea I could make was 16.95. Now, I'm not entirely certain about the 5, but that said, I know it's bigger than 16.9 because it was past the 16.9 line. And I know it's smaller than 17 because it was on the left, it didn't make it to the 17 line. So this 5 is my guess on where it lands between 16.9 and 17.0. Now, it's pretty similar to our 17 over here. This 17 is not a bad measurement, but look how much more information we get now that we've used a nicer ruler. Long story short, every time you take a measurement using graduations like these, you need to have one guess at the end. You need to guess where it hits between the lines. Now, it's not always easy. Sometimes you got to look really close, but your measurement should always have one guess.